everyone, if you haven't met me before or seen one of my videos, my name's Gayle Berry. I'm an expert on infant massage and yoga, and I'm the founder of Blossom and Berry. Today's video is all about tummy time, because this is an issue that a lot of the parents in my classes ask me about, how they can encourage tummy time for their babies and why it is so important. So I wanted to just give you a few techniques based around massage and yoga, which would be useful for you to encourage a little bit of tummy time. Now, first of all, just to say, when we're doing this, always tune into your baby's needs. So never force your baby to do anything that they don't want to do, because we don't want to create a negative association between being on their front and feeling stressed or anxious. So we always tune in with our babies before we start. We always ask baby permission before we put them on their front. We always prepare them and tell them we're going to do it, and we always check in throughout the whole process to make sure they're happy. And just also to reassure you that some babies are really just not too keen on being on their front. So we have to be really patient and just work with them slowly by introducing some different techniques to get them used to it. So if we're starting then with a baby, say if your baby really doesn't like being on their tummy, and when you place them flat on the ground, they find it really overwhelming, the way you can start is by introducing some holding techniques where baby is just facing away from you. So this would be the first level, just to get baby used to it. So one of the techniques that we use in baby yoga is called tiger in the tree. So what we do is we just create a nice snuggly support here with our elbow, place baby with their head supported there, arms down, then we thread our arm through baby's legs, place it on their tummy, and then we can turn them away from us. So this can just be the start of very gentle introduction to tummy time. And this does count as tummy time because babies will naturally start to lift their head, and it will allow them to have a little bit of flexibility in the spine, more so than if they're completely flat on their back. So you might want to think about doing something like this to begin with. It's also just a nice, soothing, comforting pose for baby. Another one where baby is getting a bit of tummy time would be this one, which looks a little bit unusual, and to us in the West we don't see a lot of people holding their babies like this. But if you go to Africa or you go to South America, babies can be held in this more slightly functional way. So again, this gives baby a little bit more of an opportunity to experience what it's like to be turned away from you. It helps to strengthen their neck and back. But it can't hurt their neck because their neck is going forwards like this. That's not where the danger is with babies and their necks. The danger is actually if baby whips their head backwards. So although this might seem like, oh, you know, am I supporting my baby enough? Baby's head can't go forward and it can't damage the back of the neck or the spine. So we can hold our babies like this as well. So there's two ways just to introduce the concept of being looking away from you. And it's very subtle to begin with. Then we can look at maybe introducing some massage as a daily practice to encourage tummy time. So obviously what we have here is we're making an association of being on your tummy with touch. We're producing all the oxytocin, relaxation hormones. And again, baby's not completely flat on the floor, so it doesn't give them that sense of being overwhelmed and not having the strength to lift their own heads. So we're going to pop baby across our legs like this. So as you can see, they're not flat on the ground, they are well supported. If we wanted to give baby a little bit more distance from the ground, we could elevate one of the legs slightly, and that just gives them a little bit more space between the floor and where they are, so it doesn't feel like the floor is closing in on them. In this position, or flat like this, babies will naturally start to push up, which helps to strengthen the neck, back and shoulders, which is so important because when babies are born, their spine is in a C shape, and what happens during the first year of birth is through movement and through babies exploring their environment, they start to develop the S-shaped curve of an adult. And they need to do that because in order to sit and more importantly walk, you need to have the weight of your head distributed through your body and through your pelvis. So you're not going to be able to sit or walk as a baby if your spine is that C shape. So giving baby the opportunity to have movement and tummy time allows that S shape of the adult spine to develop. So that's why it's really important. Also, studies show that in recent years, less babies are crawling, and that is also sometimes attributed to the fact that babies are spending less time on their tummies because of obviously the advice is back to sleep for safety, which means maybe during the day babies are either lying flat on the floor or in car seats and then not being on their tummies. So because of that, babies are having a less opportunity to develop that neck and head strength, the less opportunity to be on their tummy, to roll over and to crawl. And there's lots of research you can look at the connection between crawling and possibly some things around learning disabilities or challenges such as dyslexia and dyspraxia. But I'll leave that for you to have a Google and check out. There's some information on our website as well. So baby's here, and then because we're just going to do an easy bit of massage, not the full routine, because we want to do little and often. Everything with babies is all about little and often. You know, do something with baby, observe how they react, respond, learn, and then repeat if, you know, with changes if they need them, or repeat it if they enjoy it. So we're just going to place one hand on baby's bottom, and obviously you would check that baby was happy and healthy before you begin to massage. Take off your jewellery, clean your hands, short nails, everything else that goes around baby massage, and you'd be using something like an organic sunflower seed oil or coconut oil on the skin, so it's really nourishing and suitable for babies from about 8 weeks. So we're going to just stroke down from the head to the toe, so that will has head to the bottom rather, and what that will do is it will help baby to lift up due to the stimulation along the nerve endings across the back and down the spine. So it will gently encourage the back to strengthen and for the back to, you know, take on that different shape, so allow baby to have more flexibility in their spine. So we can do that one to begin with, and then we can move the hand on the bottom down towards the toes, and we go all the way down like that. Okay, so how lovely for baby as well, getting the oxytocin flowing, so that lovely feel-good hormone, balancing out any stress hormones, helping to encourage relaxation, good digestion, good sleep, good rest, good immune system. And also we're helping to educate baby that this is where you start and this is where you finish, because babies are still learning about their bodies, and this helps with something called proprioception or body awareness, which is a lot of the emphasis in baby yoga is placed on this. Okay, fabulous. All right, so that's a great one for tummy time using massage. So the last technique I'm going to show you is connected to yoga. So this one is for babies that have got good head and neck control. So I would say definitely from 12 weeks, but even checking in around 16 weeks or 4 months to make sure that baby's got good head and neck control for this movement. It's called the sausage roll. It's really popular with babies and parents. It might look a little bit unusual to start off with, but trust me, I've done this with hundreds of parents and the babies really love it. It's good for tummy time, it's good for proprioception, body awareness, it's good for the sense of balance or the vestibular system, and it's really good fun, so it's got to be good. Okay, so what we do is place baby again here. We're going to make sure their arms are on the outside. We're going to get some nice cushions to just make sure that they're not going to roll off and go travelling off on their own. We would make sure we check in with our baby. We're going to say, baby, are we going to do this movement, which is called the sausage roll? And then very gently, we're going to roll baby all the way down the legs like this. So he is now almost down by my toes, and I can also have a little stretch while I'm there. And then we're going to roll baby all the way back like this. Okay, so it's a really simple movement. Again with baby, make eye contact with them, reassure them, talk to them, keep making sure they're comfortable with it. You can add a little song with this one. We do like the wheels on the bus as we roll down and then we roll back. It's really good for you because you get a stretch as well. It's one of the most popular ones in our baby yoga classes. And baby's getting that sense of tummy time, but he's not static, so he's not got that feeling of being compressed to the floor. It's all about fun. And so I really hope this video has helped to give you some new techniques to try with tummy time. Do comment below or get in touch with us or visit the website www.blossomandberry.com to get more information about baby massage and baby yoga. Thanks so much for watching.